This is an example of a group of people not willing to take no for an answer.
If we had stopped every time we were told no, so many good things would have never come about.
We've been at this so long, and maybe we're just stupid, but we're going to keep going.
I mean, we're just a group of, 20-something people in the South. But I've always believed with enough commitment, we could do it.
Yes, we can have trains, it's obvious. The truth is, it's not even that hard. It's just persistence.
You can never, ever take no for an answer. If they say there is no opening, you make an opening.
Rail is a critical part and has been. It's never gone away. We just don't tell the story.
Katrina hit, and the nation watched people walk out of New Orleans down the interstate because they had no other way of getting out of this big, vibrant city. What they didn't see was along the Mississippi coast, everything for a 60-mile stretch, 2 miles from the shore, was totally wiped away from the face of the earth. And the people there crawled out and they began to go to work to try to restore their lives. Every transportation infrastructure was rebuilt. Highways were rebuilt, bridges rebuilt, railroads rebuilt in 4 months. Everything but returning passenger rail. Amtrak was not interested at that time in running passenger rail service along the Gulf. The freights surely didn't want it, and there wasn't political leadership that was focused on it at the time.
We struggled.
There'd be times the state would say, we're not going to support it, we're just not going to do this. And we would think, man, we've kind of got it together. And then there'd be a new president. And then they would appoint new officials like the FRA or DOT. And we'd say, well, we've got to go all the way back to the beginning and educate these people all over again.
The Southern Rail Commission was at a crossroads. They determined we're either going to have to go in a direction that actually does something or go home, because we've got more important things to do than just meet. Yet we said, where a door is shut for you, let's create a policy that opens that door.
That really took us from a advocacy position, we would like to do this, to going to Congress, to our federal delegations and saying, here's how we can.
But you have to have somebody with some power and some commitment. You have to have the politicians that see the vision, like Senator Wicker.
As this representative of Mississippi and a senator from the southeastern part of the United States, we believe in passenger rail too. It's important.
We were told no. There's no federal policy that allows for infrastructure improvements. There's no federal policy that allows for operating support. Well, you know, working with Senator Wicker's office, we said, well, we can create a policy. Senator Roger Wicker listens, and if you make a strong case to him, and he believes it, then when he says he is committed and will do something, he stays fixed. So we said, let's put together a demonstration train so that we can travel and inspect the track.
We believe we can make safe, on-time, profitable passenger rail work for the Gulf Coast, and today is a great step in getting that to be a reality.
That train left New Orleans and traveled all the way to Florida. but it traveled through these wonderful little cities along the Mississippi coast and into Mobile.
And you saw people of all walks of life lining the tracks from all these little towns. And they saw this train as a hope for their future. Said, this connects us to the country. Planes don't come there, the buses don't run. If you don't drive, there's no way to get there.
The crowds got bigger. Their support got stronger. They may have at first said, perhaps we should have a train, with the end of the route is, we're getting this train.
You saw on our video the public support that is there. And that's why Amtrak was formed, to support the national rail system.
The eyes of the nation are on this route because it'll be the first such brand new service created in the South in over 70 years. I take no pleasure in telling you that throughout the effort to restore passenger rail service, CSX Railroad has been neither transparent nor completely honest in dealing with the Southern Rail Commission, Amtrak, or as you heard, with the Federal Railroad Administration.
Freight rail and passenger rail have coexisted since the beginning of the Amtrak experiment decades and decades ago. It will work again on the Gulf Coast.
There were so many times when we all wanted to give up.
It's been 17 years. It's time to stop stalling. It's time to move this project forward.
We've been working for all these years, and there were so many times that you were just like, man, what are we doing? Because none of us get paid to do this.
It is time that CSX obey the law and the will of the people as Congress has expressed it, and allow Amtrak access to freight right-of-way, to give passenger rail preference because human beings are important.
The extraordinary thing about the hearing is that it went on for 9 days, and we had over 24 representatives from the Gulf Coast come and tell us why they wanted the rail back. We had mayors, we had city councilmen. It was one of the most remarkable experiences that I've certainly ever had as a member of the board.
And among the work of many of us, we were able to figure out a way forward. And here we are today.
Okay, folks, this Mardi Gras train is leaving New Orleans for the first time today, with stops between New Orleans, Bay St. Louis, Gulfport, Mississippi, Biloxi, and Pascagoula. Final stop, Mobile, Alabama. We are so excited. We hope you are. If you are, make some noise this morning. All right. Welcome aboard.
This is going to be amazing. We've been waiting a long time, and we can finally say it's here.
Such an incredible day to join leaders from all across the 3 states that we're here today. I could feel the excitement at every stop that we're at, whether it be high school bands or locals, even not just at the stations, just riding down the road and seeing random people stopping and watching and waving.
It's a whole nother economic engine that we haven't had for 20 years. And the routes this time are even better. It means more hotel room nights. It means more attraction. It means more food and beverage, restaurant covers.
I want to introduce to you now a man who muscled his way in that U.S. Senate and got us a train.
Are we ready for Amtrak? It's been 20 years. Today, we put in one of the final pieces of the puzzle in recovery from Katrina. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm just excited about the tourist economy, but I'm also excited about the long-term sustainable economies when people have jobs and are accessible to them via this transportation alternative.
The Southern Rail Commission, we have worked so hard to make this happen, but they've done the heavy lifting, and it took all of us to get it done. But it is a great day to enhance the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
It's a win-win-win for federal, state, and local government coming together on an issue that was of importance to all of us.
What I'd like to see is different parts of the country point to the Gulf Coast and say we want that kind of effort in our part of the country.
When we started the struggle to return service on the Gulf, we realized we couldn't just serve the Gulf. We had to create a federal framework of policies that could certainly be used for the Gulf service, but could be used in Montana, could be used in Idaho, all across the country. And that's the way you weave together enough support from people who have the levers of powers in their hand to make these things happen for a nation.
Rail transportation really benefits from having a network of services. And so if we can combine the City of New Orleans, the Sunset Limited, the Crescent, Mardi Gras service, potentially with other new service in the region, then it will all reinforce each other.
How much it meant to this region and how much it could mean to other regions means that cumulatively, in aggregate, if we can do it in more places, it will mean that much to this country.
Success on the Gulf Coast will be a critical part of other people coming, as we have done, and say, how do you do it? What did it take?
We just had to keep telling our story and keep telling our story and keep telling our story. We just didn't quit.
You have to stay in a fight mode for so long, it will actually feel odd not to be fighting anymore, to be rejoicing that at this point, the fight's complete. Now, it has to be sustained. The story has to continue to be told. And more importantly, it has to be shared with others who are at the beginning of their struggle in other parts of the country to say, no, you can do it if you persevere. And if you have the will and the spine to stay with it, then this little railroad shines a terrific light on dreams all across this country.